choosing a topic for this speech was a bit of an ordeal for me. All the other topics I wanted to do had either already been done by other people or got a bit too self-deprecating the more I thought about them. And so I thought about what was a constant throughout most or all aspects of my life, and what I came up with was humor. The more I thought about it, the more how I realized that this one little thing can make just about everything better and make interactions with friends just that much more enjoyable and bring people closer. So a good example of this is inside jokes or in-jokes. Whether they're just between you and one person or within a larger group, whether they're just a short little phrase or a long story that all of you can quote from memory. They're guaranteed to give a greater sense of friendship and camaraderie to any group. They can be as complex as making up a fake college for everyone to go to after we're all denied, or as simple as just quoting a funny line from a movie. Now, when you think about it, inside jokes are kind of like movie references that 99.9% of people don't get. But really, every group has them, and they make spending time with that group just that much more enjoyable. So one of my own favorite types of comedy is the more darker variety of it. Dark comedy, gallows humor, call it whatever you want. Call it whatever you want. It essentially turns the horrible, gruesome, and disgusting into something funny. Now, I mostly just like it because of the juxtaposition between the material that's being made fun of and just the fact that it's in a joke in the first place. However, I must admit that many gags of this type do skim the line of being in bad taste. That is, unless they jump over that line with the enthusiasm of someone running from a clown with a bloody knife. An example of this is whenever a joke is made too soon. As the old adage goes, comedy equals tragedy plus time, so it's natural that, for many, that the amount of time for tragedy to be funny will vary some. Of course, a bad, dark joke doesn't just need to be about a horrible tragedy. It can be about other things, but I'd rather not give examples of those, since this is still a school, and I don't exactly want to go to the office today. So really, if you're going to tell a dark joke, just have some standards, be mindful of your audience, but if it doesn't really cross any lines, and you know your audience can take it, then, well, go for it. However, as you can probably tell from that last bit, there are some downsides to humor and comedy, but sadly it's more than just being in bad taste. Used incorrectly or maliciously, humor can be used to bully others, cut people off from a group, or just lead to someone doing something they'll regret later just because they thought it was funny at the time. We've all seen these kinds of things happen, and many of us have been guilty of them at some point. A good and somewhat topical example of this is political humor. While joking about our country's divided political system can be a good fun, if not everyone in the room agrees on politics, then the conversation can turn south pretty quickly. And if that happens, then it's worse than if you just make a normal controversial statement, because now the joke you just made is doing the exact opposite of what it was meant to do. Unless you were trying to make everyone mad, in which case, just stop. No one likes that. Despite these downsides, I still love comedy and humor. I still love it for one simple reason. It makes people smile. For me, there are few feelings greater than telling a good joke or doing something funny than seeing someone laugh and knowing that in that moment, their day has been made just ever so slightly brighter. It's this awesome power that comedy and humor has. And we love being on the receiving end of this too. We love it so much that there are people out there who make a living out of just going up on stage and telling jokes. That's just amazing. So with all that said, I ask all of you to just do one simple thing. Go out, tell a joke, and make someone laugh. Thank you.